In this video, you'll see a deep dive on Adobe GenStudio for performance marketing's extensibility framework using Adobe App Builder and AWS S3 as the external third-party assets library. Adobe GenStudio for performance marketing facilitates AI-driven marketing content generation, distribution, and performance analysis for organizations. It supports content generation that adheres to your brand standards and complies with your enterprise policies. App developers can use the GenStudio for performance marketing framework of tools and endpoints to extend the product's core functionality to meet their organization's specific content creation and compliancy needs. To do that, Adobe App Builder, the Adobe GenStudio UI Extensibility SDK, are used to develop and distribute custom applications that support specific use cases. With the extensibility framework in GenStudio for performance marketing, it's possible to create integrations for custom translation extensions, compliancy checking for claim validation, connecting to third-party DAMs, and more. In this video, I'll create a custom integration to a third-party DAM, and I'll use an AWS S3 bucket, which will serve as my external third-party assets library. Before I start the demo, it's important to know that all of the steps in this video are documented in great detail. All the assets I'm using and the step-by-step instructions can be found on the link to Experience League below. Let's start. The first step is to create a new Adobe App Builder project using Adobe I/O. After naming and saving my new project, I'll start setting up my developer environment. In the new terminal window, I'm checking if I have the tools I need. I'll need Node.js on my computer, and I also need Node Package Manager to install new packages. First package I need to use is the Adobe I/O command line interface. I'll come back here in a couple of minutes. Let's first create a new AWS S3 bucket and make sure it has some assets. In my AWS console, I'm creating a new S3 bucket and naming it like this. Public access to an AWS S3 bucket isn't a good idea, so I'll set up a new IAM user to programmatically interact with the S3 bucket. The IAM user in this example is configured with full AWS S3 access, and then I need to create a new access key. I'll write down the access key and the secret in a file on my computer, so I can use them afterwards. Next, I'll upload my sample assets into the S3 bucket, so the assets and their thumbnails are now available in the S3 bucket. Okay, the next step is to copy an existing App Builder template for an external DAM app. You can find the link in the Experience League tutorial that is linked below. I'm downloading that application to my local computer, and then I'm opening a new terminal window at that folder. First, let's log in to Adobe I/O using the command line interface. I'm now being redirected to the browser and need to log in there, after which a temporary credential is shared back to the terminal window. Next, I'll need to provide the details of my Adobe I/O App Builder projects. To get those credentials, I can easily download them from the Adobe I/O user interface, which gives me this JSON file. For ease of use, I'll just move that file into the folder of my custom application. Then I'll tell the Adobe I/O command line tools to use that file as the environment. Here we go. Adobe I/O is now linked to my App Builder project. I'm now going to install the GenStudio Extensibility SDK, and when that's done, I'll make some minor changes in the sample app, which I'll do using Visual Studio Code. The file constants.ts contains the name of the extension I'm building. This will be shown in the GenStudio for Performance Marketing UI. I also need to provide the credentials for my AWS S3 bucket in the file .env. I'll copy those over from my text file, and I also need to provide the name of the S3 bucket and the region in which it's being hosted. Once that's done, I'll use this command to export these .env credentials so that they become accessible to the application in a secure way. The app is now ready. Let's test if it compiles and runs. Okay, so everything looks fine. I'm going to deploy it towards the Adobe I/O App Builder project. Once the app is published, I can see this URL that allows me to test the application that was just built. In order to test the app, I need to copy that URL, and I'll have to manually add it in the URL of the GenStudio for Performance Marketing app. As you can see, I'll enter the copied URL as a query string parameter just in front of the hashtag in the URL. After refreshing the page, GenStudio for Performance Marketing will now load the application from that URL so I can test it. To test the application, I need to create a new experience. In this case, I'm choosing to create a banner. I'll pick one of the templates that I uploaded earlier, and then on this screen I can click Select from Content. This will now load the standard content screen, and I can now see an add-on in the list of content locations, which references the external S3 DAM application that I published. After selecting the external S3 DAM app, I can see the images that are hosted on the S3 bucket I created before, and I can use those images to create my experience. The external S3 DAM app is working fine, so I can now publish it so that it becomes available to all users in this GenStudio for Performance Marketing instance. To do that, I need to select the production workspace in Adobe I/O and then select the option to publish my application privately. After filling out the application submission details and submitting the app, an administrator in my org now needs to approve that application. The admins in this org will receive an email asking for their approval. Clicking the link in that email sends me to Adobe Exchange, where I can review and approve the app. Once the app is approved, I no longer need to specify the query string parameter when accessing GenStudio for Performance Marketing, as the external S3 DAM app will now be loaded automatically for every user. With this, you've now seen the whole process to set up an extensibility integration for GenStudio for Performance Marketing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.